Alrighty, we got Mr. Gatekeeper here. I am testing out a new camera that my good buddy donated to me. Who am I talking about? I'm talking about Mr. Jeffro Bodine. This fellow has been a great help to me among the years, and he heard me talking about I've been needing to get me like a little POV type camera. I don't know how well this is going to work. It won't connect to my phone. This is the first time you ever get to see my actual phone. But this app right here, I've tried everything. It will not connect to it. It'll try to act like it's going to pop up and then disappear. So yeah, what I had to do to make sure to get this camera even tilted right, which I hope to God it's tilted right now, so that everything's viewable. You know, a POV camera needs to be point of view, you know, what you're looking at. And I had to record a little bit, take the SD card out, put it. I could have hooked up my cable. I didn't have it out here, but I had to take the SD card out, put it in its little converter right here, and keep looking at it. It took me about 5 or 6 tries till I said, I think I got it now. So basically, big shout out to Mr. Jeffro Bodine. Much of a blessing. And I've also got a video here coming up that I'm going to be giving an absolutely humongous shout out to a personal buddy of mine that's been buddies with me since the get-go, pretty much. His name's Chris. And this fella has donated a lot of stuff to the cause as well, and he just recently donated a good bit. Hadn't heard from him for a little while, and we got back reconnected, and so I'm going to be opening up a couple of boxes he sent me, and I can't wait to see what he sent me. You got a couple of nice people like that in this, you know, in this line of work. I see other builders getting stuff donated to them too, and it's a blessing, you know, because I don't know how much some of the other guys make, but I haven't started making nothing hardly at all. I hope to be able to make some decent income here in the near future when I reset my business, when I get done with the rest of the amps that I've got to get done with, which is getting closer. It's narrowing, and hopefully I can reset my business and somehow make a little bit of income and still keep everything the way it was. You know, I don't want to get slide out cookie cutting and all that like crazy, but I do want to do a little bit of cookie cutting. I want to bring some uniqueness to, you know, from my end, but that ain't what this video is about. This video is about some HGs, y'all. We got 2 bricks, as you can see, 2 HG bricks. Let's see what this first one is. Now, y'all keep in mind, if you look right here, I've still got a gang of metals. That a gang of metals matched. They are matched. Every bag is exactly matched. If you're needing some matched metals along with your transistors. So yeah, man, these came in a couple of days apart from each other. I thought I'd just wait till the other one came in so I can make a video together instead of doing 2 separate videos. I pretty much always have something on the way now, which is the way I wanted it. I basically need to have it to where I've got transistors arriving here every week. That's the way it needs to be done. It's close to that way now, but and just as a personal thing, I actually collect these boxes right here. Maybe at the end of one total year, I'll see how many I got. This is something personal. I like to look and see my progress. Alright, so this one right here is the odds and ends box, y'all. 1446s, 454s, 2290s. Nice. I love selling transistors. And I will say, business has been kind of slight slow here lately. And I think, or maybe it ain't slow. Maybe it's just slow in my mind since I've got more transistors now. Maybe it just seems slow to me. So it is time for me to push forward and go ahead and launch my website. I'm not going to be able to wait too much longer. So I'm telling y'all, if you haven't purchased from me yet, been thinking about purchasing from me, been a little on the edge about doing it, this and that, if you want to enjoy these discounted prices as they last, you need to hurry up and purchase from me. Because once I launch that website, the prices are going to be on that website are going to be it. But everybody that had ordered from me before that point will always be locked into these discounted prices. Who does something like that? I like to try to be different, man. Sometimes so different it seems ludicrous to people. So here we got some 454s, some nice 2290s. We got 40 of each, y'all. 40 of each. And some 1446s. I will say 1446s probably sell the slowest out of everything. And I think we just need some builders doing some more boxes with them so people can see how they work, how they tune, etc., etc. And I think people will buy more 1446s. I plan on doing that. I plan on building some, using 1446s as a driver, and works real good with 454s, like a 6-pill 454, using a 1446 driver. Because if you use two 454s, I meant to say a 6-pill 2879, excuse me. If you use two 454s driving 6 2879s, oh my God, too much. I tried it, I won't try it again. Way too much drive. Now this one right here had a little damage. This is the first one I've ever had received. See that? This is the first one I had ever received that had a little damage on it that I can remember. This one right here is going to be 120. As y'all notice, I don't order by hundreds anymore. I order by 120s. So whenever you see a box like this coming in, it's 120. Makes it easier on them, and heck, I get more. But mainly it makes it easier on them over at my buddies up there at HG. They preferred I do it that way if I can, and I do. Basically what it is, they can fit just about that. That's about all they can fit in one of these cases is 120. So I'm hoping there's no bending in here of these devices. It looks fine to me so far. I do apologize, y'all. I think the audio does not sound that good with this. And that is a make or break deal. You know, if the audio don't sound good with a microphone, how can you use it? I mean, with a camera, how can you use it? I mean, you could use it for some video only. Yep, I just dropped some dang metals. You still smell that marker on them from all these weeks. So yeah, just to let you know, about the highest I got matching wise is probably maybe 8. I don't have more than that. So if you're like needing matching metals for a 16, I don't have it. But for let's see. No, if you want a 16, I do have it. What am I thinking here? Yeah, you got 1 per 2 pills. So yeah, eight of them will be for a 16. So pretty much a 16 and under. but I probably only have one left that I can match 8 with in these bags, and everything under that's going to be under. But you can rest assured that your metals are completely matched down to the, I'm talking about these are matched. As you can see what's written on here, that's the ones I couldn't match, so those are good for 2 pills. And as you can see what's written on here, 1017, 993, etc. They're matched. 1016, 1013, they're matched to the picofarad. That's the way I like doing my thing. Alright. Good deal. The damage did not get to the transistors. I can see right there where it bent down right there. Alright, what kind of scope do we have here? Alright, we got a mixture of scopes. 64 to 65. We got 81 with a 64 to 65. And we got 39 with a 73 to 75. So this is a mixed batch is what it is. Sometimes it just works out that way. And I did get a complaint in about a video I made here recently about me talking about matching and etc. I'm not going to talk about it right now. But I will tell you this. The main reason I go through here and matching myself with this Atlas, the primary number one reason is just to make sure every transistor is good. I mean, I have not found a dead transistor in a while. I've never found a dead transistor. I have found a transistor before many years ago that something was wrong with it. The HFE on it was very low. We're talking about like a 13. I've talked about this. And I think I've had it happen one other time. So that's just 2 times out of all these years. But it just makes me feel better to go through and check them myself, okay? And when I go through here and find to match these, I'm still going to be sending you transistors with the same value. For example, you see 64, 64, 64. Even though if I go through here, and let's say I got 4 transistors that match right here, okay? Using the Atlas. One's a 66, one's a 65, one's a 63, one's a 64. They're all 4 different numbers that it's actually written on the top, but they match on the Atlas. Just to keep everything politically kosher, I'm not going to send that to you unless I just have no other choice. I'm down to the very end of my stash and I have no choice. What I'm going to do is still keep everything written, because they're like I said, I don't want to get deep into it right now, but there is a small discrepancy from different things that you use, and it isn't exactly linear, meaning you would think if you sit here and match these with an Atlas using 500 milliamps of amperage with 5 volts, that if you turn that amperage up to 10 amps, that it's going to be a linear curve. Like if you got the HFE value is going to go up linear. You would think that's how it would be, but it's not exactly true. Alright. These come here matched. They're 100% matched. I just like to do, because there's a lot of people out there that still believe and go by that Atlas. So what I'm trying to do is keep everybody happy here, okay? And it's not hurting anything, because like I say, I go through here and match them, right, the way I do. And when I send you the transistors, unless I'm down at the very end, and I just have no choice, I'll communicate with it about you, see if you're okay with it. You're going to be getting transistors of the same numbers anyway. So it's doing no harm. I hope that makes sense. So we got 120 2879s. 40 of these are already gone. Already gone. I'm not going to say to who, because that's his business, but they are gone. So yeah, I'm going to be ordering more of these tonight with the quickness. And look at this. This is still right here. I'm going to be very careful with this because I'm going to be getting done with this bad boy in this